It's Mystically Metalweight. Thank you. Officially, Ronnie. Why the Cotton Speed Show died so fast?
Do y'all remember the Kind Speed Show? One of the biggest collab channels in streaming history, featured on the then growing site Rumble, that everybody and they mama thought was gonna give Twitch a run for its money? Yeah, that didn't happen, and yeah, that show quietly died. And nobody really noticed. Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed had their own show, the Kind Speed Show. And for a moment, everybody thought it was gonna take over. It kinda did, but now it's gone. No finale, no goodbye, just silence. So, what happened? Let's break it down. How this wild collab ended before it ever really hit its full potential. At first, when Kai and Speed announced the joint show on Rumble, the internet lost its mind. Two of the biggest streamers in the world teaming up. It was labeled a historic moment by Rumble's CEO. And honestly, it kinda was. In May 2023, Kai and Speed signed an exclusive deal with Rumble. This wasn't just two friends going live, it was a major content partnership. Kai brought the Kai Mafia, and Speed brought his growing international fan base, and they did it on a third-party platform nobody saw coming. Why Rumble though? Because Rumble gave them full creative control. No Twitch bans, no YouTube restrictions, just chaos. Expectations were crazy. An official trailer teased crazy scenarios. They even said they'd do up to 3 live shows a month.
No man, I'm getting out. Professional football player. Professional footballer? Man United. Striker. Bro, get off Ronaldo's. You ISO Speed from Ohio. The only thing that you striking is Messi hitting your mom. Alright, so we starting the show. What the we doing?
I didn't watch the trailer. This is my first time.
Anybody gonna watch this? Yeah, you right. You born this fuck anyways, bro. Bro, you from Ohio. And bitch, you from the Bronx. Bro, fuck you. What the fuck?
I am 1 year free of nicotine, and I have never felt better. I didn't know if I would ever be able to say that, but
At the time, both were going crazy. Kai had just finished a record-breaking subathon and won Streamer of the Year. Speed was pulling insane numbers with viral stunts and football and all that. They were at their peak, and still is by the way. In episode 1, 100,000 peak live viewers on Rumble. That's huge for a platform most people weren't even using yet. The VOD cleared about like 23 million views. Rumble was talking about that this kind of moment was impossible a year ago, 2022. And for a second, it looked like the Kind Speed Show was going to be a huge success. But as we know, that future is short-lived. The Kind Speed Show continued through 2023 with a series of episodes, each seemingly trying to out.
They had a bunch of episodes. Damn, I didn't even realize that. It was going.
Do the last.
I mean, they recently just did the. Didn't they just come together for the? I guess they still kind of do it a little bit. Ish. I guess it technically had a show. Although they had Tiana Trump on one of. But no, though, I guess like it's crazy because I guess they just did the Mario new game right together. Well, they did. I don't even know if they beat it.
Kai and Speed traveled and took on wild challenges. For episode 2, they streamed overnight in the most haunted place in America. That attracted over 300k peak viewers, the highest live audience of the series. Episode 3 saw them visit Disneyland in Japan, which became the most watched episode by total hours viewed. Other episodes included a live stream from the UK, a chaotic talent show, a dating-themed episode, and more. As hype as the show started, it didn't take long for the momentum to fall apart. They promised multiple episodes a month, but in reality, we barely got one a month, if that. The schedule was all over the place. Sometimes they dropped back-to-back episodes with 2 days in between, then out of nowhere, 3-month gaps, no announcement, no heads up, just radio silence.
He must have watched this.
Fans didn't know when to tune in, and when they finally did drop something, it started to feel mid. Yeah, I said it, it's mid, bro. Let's look at some of the later episodes. Just, like, this is stuff that you can find off of, like, YouTube or Twitch. It's like, why not stream on Twitch? I get it, they had a contract, but it's just like, come on, bro. Compare the trailer and then the other episodes, the later episodes. Just do that. Compare and then compare. Just see how crazy it is. Like, no, granted, the first few episodes had wild setups, haunted houses, Disneyland, Japan, Tiana Trump in the woods. But later episodes, it just got lazy. Episode 9 was just a recycled talent show in Miami. Episode 10 tried to switch it up with a power slap in Vegas, but the buzz wasn't there. I guess the trailer hyped up the idea that every episode would be better and better, but that bar never got raised again. After episode 5, fans noticed, and the numbers reflected it. Early episodes were pulling hundreds of thousands live, but by episode 9, they barely cracked 33K. And that's still good, but not what it was before. As the live audience shrank, the kind speed channels standing on Rumble's platform also.
You know, it's
during the show's
crazy. This is I never really like paid attention to the sense of, I'm thinking of something like a Rumble part, but damn, like this is the first time I ever heard like the Speed or Kai they falling off. Like I know they obviously not falling. I feel like they numbers are down. Whoa, like he was like it just. It's a little shocking. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect it. I guess people really was like really tuned in, really locked in. I think it was more of like a them taking them hiatus, them 2-3 month breaks, and then trying to come back. I feel like I said, like sometimes people just be moving on, gang. Like you only could do that for so long before people like you gotta really people got really rock with you. And I know they got tight fan bases, but like people really gotta be tuned in to really because y'all already doing y'all own thing on the side, so they already watch y'all. Now, granted, they could come to that, but it's like it's just after a while, it's like something that y'all barely like done long enough to just be taking blown breaks. Now, granted, like I said, I know they got their lives, their own lives, and they do what they do, but like to take a long break from something that just started is like people kind of just unwind, get untune. But
early phase, the Kind Speed channel routinely ranked among the top 3 on Rumble by peak viewership, only behind streamers like Andrew Tate's channel and the official GOP News channel. By the first half of 2024, the Kind Speed show had dropped to 6th place on Rumble, overtaken by other streamers. And because of that, fewer streams, fewer viewers, and less buzz. Still, no one expected the show to outright disappear without an official finale, yet that's essentially what happened. The last episode aired on March 27th, 2024, a 2-part sleepover special at Kai's house, and nothing after that.
Where's the condos, man? Alright, chat, bro. Stream. Said I love y'all, man. Next stream, we're gonna actually do Outlast because we owe y'all, so we actually gotta do Outlast and shit.
And we never heard from them again. So why did the Kind Speed show stop? The most straightforward answer is that the exclusive contract with Rumble expired. According to reports, Kai and Speed's deal with Rumble ran from May 2023 until March 2024, after which the contract ended. Neither Kai, Speed, nor Rumble put out an official statement saying the show was canceled, but the lack of any episodes for over a year speaks for itself. Fans picked up on the likely explanation, so somebody on Reddit asked like what happened, why'd they cancel the show or whatever, what's going on, and then one user responded, Rumble's contract most likely ended, so they're free to do it on their own channels. Another said that Kai and Speed finessed the hell out of Rumble, implying that Kai and Speed took a lucrative deal, delivered the bare contract minimum, and then skedaddled with the money, which is a crazy finesse, but W scam I guess. It's important to note that the end of the show did not signal any personal falling out between Kai and Speed. The two remained friends and continued to collaborate here and there, but the Kai and Speed show was essentially a variety/IRL stunt show, a fun side project I guess, but I don't think they really mesh well together to be honest. I know that's a hot take, but hear me out, okay? Kai and Speed individually have been honing different niches. Kai's content often revolves around interacting with other rappers, celebrities, or doing skits on Twitch or whatever, while Speed's content leans into IRL stuff as well, and sports fandom, mostly sports. Think Ronaldo, racing, all that. They've matured into slightly different lanes. Rumble's format didn't fully showcase their strengths as much as their solo content does. I mean, if you look at the later episodes, you can tell that the energy on stream was just a bit forced compared to the more spontaneous, unscripted collabs that they had in the future or in the past before this whole Kind Speed Rumble shit. But you gotta remember what 2023 was. It was the wild west of streaming platforms. Twitch pissed off a lot of creators with the contract changes and random bans, so everybody started jumping ship. Streamers who was loyal to Twitch for the longest, off the top of my head, Aiden Ross, Bruce Drop 'em Off, Your Rage, all of them left Twitch in 2023 or 2024 around there. Kick offered them some crazy contracts, $100 million, like nothing, like candy. Here,
and I don't even get them deals no more because niggas got that bad, got lazy, and was like, yeah, I'm chilling now. Man, they try to say Bruce was the reason because he got like what 80 piece and just did. I mean, yeah, you signed, you supposed to do the job. You was, but like you gave a nigga 80 mil and told him to stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do other things. Hey, that's wild. He ain't streaming over a year or two on it. That's wild.
Here you go, boy. Here you go. You take that. Rumble tried to pivot from politics into mainstream entertainment by
But
signing strippers.
even people saying, "Oh, they finesse Rumble," is like Rumble wasn't even a big platform. So how much did they pay? I feel like they gave Rumble the clout. I mean, Rumble felt more like that type of stuff you go talk politics on, like deep politics that the internet probably won't let you talk about. You go to Rumble and talk about that. That's what Rumble give. That's the body they give you.
Streamers. Everybody was getting paid, even if the platforms weren't really built yet. Or if you look at Rumble, it just looks like a piece of. You look like a piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kaizenat was right in the middle of all this. He openly debated where to go: Kick, Rumble, and YouTube, or stay loyal to Twitch. He was tactical with it. Instead of fully jumping ship, he did the smart thing: grab the bag from Rumble for a side project while keeping his main empire on Twitch. Again, W finesse, W scam.
Everybody, okay, first of all, let me go ahead and say something real quick. I had to move very tactical on this platform. I feel like niggas is ready to get me the fuck out of here. But it's all love. You feel what I'm saying? Chat. First of all, the streaming, the normal stream that me and you do, it's always gonna be on here. So that doesn't change. That's why that was a big reason for me going my route. You feel me? A lot of niggas wanted me to be 100% exclusive on platforms and shit. And chat, y'all know I'm not the type of person. I'm not the type of person when it comes to shit like this. I would never. I won't do what I don't think is right. I won't do what I don't think is great for y'all. I feel like anything that's against that or what I want to do and what makes me feel comfortable, I won't do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. I won't do it. I done discussed like with a whole bunch of people. Shout out to all the other platforms and shit like that. You feel me? I fuck with y'all and shit. But it just wasn't the right move for certain things in my career.
Meanwhile, Speed was already banned from Twitch and didn't care. He just went wherever the money and chaos were. The Kind Speed Show was born in that storm. It was a product of the 2023 platform war. It was also a flex move by Rumble to prove that they could get A-list streamers. But like most of the platform deals, it was hype first, no longevity. What do y'all think? Did Kind Speed scam Rumble and the fans as well? Because it looks like more budget was put into the trailer than the actual episodes. But it did produce 12 shows and was arguably the most entertaining show on Rumble at the time. It was the most entertaining show on Rumble, and probably still is. Y'all let me know.
I mean, it be like that sometime. Where everybody thinks all the numbers gotta. I mean, it is hard to top something that you know what I'm saying. It takes plan and execution. And they was in one point, then they was out for another 3 months. It's like they're not even consistent. Of course, they're not putting they all into it. They can't. They don't even got a consistent regimen. You know what I'm saying? But they still doing well on their own, which is all that matters. You know, they still both doing good. I didn't feel like they worked together well. I feel like they did okay. I feel like they did okay. Yeah, they're in two different lanes, the universe, but at the same time, it's like it all come together. I feel like they're not that bad, but yeah. Didn't know, didn't know, didn't even know this was a show. But remember watching the trial, had no idea what it was for. Now Rumble didn't have enough money to pay Cotton Speed. That's why they didn't give a second contract. Can't be the only one who think it was gonna be a high budget show when watching the trailer. Cotton Street really do mesh well together when you see their collabs last year. It was peaking. Rumble was the first 1 year contract. They took the bag and dipped. That's it. I love how creative the green screen is. It's like a hole in the wall vibe. There's a trend they probably purposely knew not meshing well together. As we see them today, will help them get out of a contract without the company wanting more. Broadcast screens go beyond interviewing rappers, and also speak go beyond IRL and football. How those does you think they blew up? Stop consuming Twitch streamers off of TikTok and Instagram clips. Damn, nigga, like, you so bad. Like, calm down. It is what it is, bro. Like,